Hola amigos y bienvenidos al canal. Me llamo Nuria y soy tu profesora de español. In today's video, I have a few tips to make you sound more Spanish when you speak. We're going to have a look at expressions, muletillas, I'll explain what that means in a while, and a few expressions that are very widely used and some words that are also very used, like kind of as slang words that everybody uses in Spain. So get a cup of coffee or tea, get cozy, and let's get into today's video. So the number one thing that's going to make you sound more Spanish is to start using what we call in Spanish muletillas, which are kind of like filling words or fillers. They're used very frequently. They're used daily in conversations. Some of them don't have a lot of meaning, and you can use them in a sentence will not have a lot of meaning. For example, when we use like in English, or at least where I am in Northern Ireland, I know a lot of younger people because I teach for A-levels. I teach Spanish for A-levels, so when they're trying to express themselves, they always use the word like. It feels like, I don't know, it's like, do you get me, right? So we have the same in Spanish, and they're used in every single daily conversation that you can think about. Now, these words are used everywhere, like everywhere. Starting with the word vale. Vale, it's a word that every single Spanish person is going to use, and it's one that you definitely need in your vocabulary if you're going to Spain. Vale means okay, literally, okay. You can also see it for, all right, do you want to go to the cinema? Vale. Okay, yeah, all right, I'll go. Vale. Do you want a glass of water? Vale. Okay, you can use vale or sí, interchangeable. Another word that I personally use, and I would say a lot of people from Madrid would use, is o sea, o sea, o sea. It's similar to say es decir, or I want to say, quiero decir, o sea. It's kind of it's used to explain something. For example, I don't have time, meaning I'm very busy. No tengo tiempo, o sea, estoy muy ocupada, okay? O sea. Another one that is very commonly used is pues nada. It's used in conversations, in the middle of conversations, or to finish a conversation. For example, pues nada, luego hablamos. When you're talking to somebody and they say, oh, I'm very busy, then you say, pues nada, luego hablamos. Another one is en plan. En plan means, en plan is used like type or like. En plan. Sometimes it doesn't have a real meaning. It's like people use like in English. For example, estaba en plan súper cansada. I was like super tired. And then I've used en plan in between the sentence. The more you use it and the more you listen it to conversations in Spanish, the more you'll get the hang of it. Number two in how to sound more Spanish is obviously by using Spanish expressions. Now, some of these expressions will be the same in South America, but a lot of them will be different. So this is Spanish from Spain. Just to clarify, because it is where I'm from. Spain, and Spanish, meaning the whole language, whether it's in South America or in Spain, has a lot of expressions. We speak with expressions in practically every conversation or when we're given advice. So today I'm going to share with you a few expressions or things that we say in Spanish. Now, this is widely used, whether it is a younger person or an older person. The first one is qué guay, like how cool or how great or how awesome. Qué guay. Another one that I really like is ser la leche. to be awesome or incredible, or it's cool as well. For example, I love running. It's so cool. Me encanta correr. Es la leche. Another expression that I particularly like is estar flipando. Now, I use this one a lot, I have to admit. So, estar flipando is to be impressed or surprised. For example, somebody's told me a story and I say, wow, estoy flipando. I can't believe it. Estoy flipando. Another one that it's very used in like a slang kind of language is estar petado, which means to be full of people. Estar petado. El tren estaba petado. So the train was full of people, packed. El cine estaba petado. The cinema was packed, full of people. Another one that I also use a lot is mola. Like, I like it. Me mola. Or that is super cool. Mola mucho. Or if you're from Madrid, like me, we would use mazo, which means a lot. Me mola mazo. I like it a lot. Me mola mazo. And another one that this makes me think of my auntie because she says this all the time. And also my mom says that, but I think my auntie says it more than anyone I know, which is vaya tela. So vaya tela we use when we can't believe something, like we're surprised, we're not believing what they're telling us. So somebody's doing something that they shouldn't be doing, we say vaya tela. Or somebody's told you a story and you can't believe it, you would use vaya tela. Another thing that you can do if you want to sound more Spanish from Spain is to use vosotros instead of ustedes. I know ustedes is used in Latin America a lot, in South America, but in Spain we only use ustedes for a very formal way of speaking. So use nosotros instead of ustedes. Now, in terms of pronunciation, if you want to learn how to pronounce like a Spanish person, I have a course on my website that will take you through all of it. But that is if you want to sound like me from central Spain. Now, with my accent, everyone will understand what you're saying. It's what we call neutral accent, but it's not really neutral, it's still an accent. But like in England or other parts of the world, there will be different accents. Somebody from London doesn't sound the same as somebody from Liverpool, and in Spain is exactly the same. So watch your accent to whatever you want to sound you're from, or if you want to sound more slangy, sometimes in Spanish we don't say the D from the end of a word. For example, cansado, we would say cansado. Or if somebody's very annoying, y es un pesado, we would say eres un pesado. That's a trick that can make you sound more Spanish. So let me know if you want me to expand on more expressions. A lot of sayings are used in daily conversation. So if you wanted me to make a video about common sayings or more expressions to sound more Spanish, or even expand a little bit more on those small things like the D, or dive into different accents from Spain, and I can show you some people speaking with different accents. Let me know if that would be a video that you would like me to make. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And I will see you on the next one. Hasta pronto!